First and foremost, I want to thank Anna and Aaron for directing this beautiful film, and for all of you to come out today and support it. Thank you very much. I want to talk just for a couple minutes, real quick. We founded the Manhattan Film Festival 6 years ago, and we screened hundreds of films. But this is the first time that I've screened a film that, for me, touched me on a very personal level. My grandfather was a priest at the Church of the Nativity in Bethlehem, and he requested permission from his bishop to visit four brothers whom he had never met in Houston, Texas. He was granted permission and went on his trip. During his trip, the 1948 Arab-Israeli War broke out. He was traveling with a British passport, but when the British left Palestine, his passport was invalid. So he had attempted to try to make his way back to Palestine, but his wife, my grandmother, refused and insisted on fleeing Palestine to make her way to the United States. She took her four children through bullets and almost losing her youngest daughter, drowning, and she made her way with her four children to Egypt, where they took a boat to the United States and were among the last immigrants to enter America through Ellis Island. My grandmother lived a full life. She put all of her 7 children through college. After she put her 7 children through college, she herself got a business degree. When she went into the workforce, her husband's parish was not happy that a priest's wife was working outside of the home. Did that stop her? No. She took the money that she had saved and helped build a church that her husband would serve for the remainder of his life. Talking to my daughter, I told her her grandmother was a woman in history that no one knew. She lived a full life. She lived her American dream. And she died in July of 1980. A lot of things happened since her death, but yet there was no resolution to the Arab-Israeli conflict. When I first watched this film, I didn't know that much about the actual issues. And I must have watched this film 5 times. And I went to someone I trusted, and I asked someone I trusted, someone who had knowledge of the issues, someone who as a child was let out of Palestine, being shot at, and successfully fleeing the country by being guided by his mother, my grandmother. And when I told him the film's conclusion, which you all heard today, his immediate response was, "It's not possible." But then he stopped, he paused, and he stared away from me, and just said, "That's the way it should be," like he was thinking. And he paused again, and he said, "Wow, I can't believe it's been this long, and it's been too long, and it's time." And my personal view, I don't think this will be solved by a president, prime minister, or peace agreement. I don't think this is going to be solved by bombs or bullets. I think this is going to be solved where people like you and me and the directors, Anna and Aaron, come together to stand up for equality and stand up for humanity. And when us as people can stand hand in hand for what's right, and I think what the film got at, that there is a movement, and I think the movement needs to be, I think all of us, one by one, just standing up for what's right can make a huge difference and eventually end this conflict.